Just when I said I'm going to lay low on the true crimes documentary, it's true crime season all of a sudden, and good ones at that. Now, before I get into today's documentary news, I'm Candid. I talk all things documentaries. So if you're new to my page, hit that subscribe button, run it up. You know what I mean? If you're on my social media, hit that follow button. What are we doing? Enjoy my community of doc watchers. Okay, now, for today's news, I'm on Variety.com, hot off the press, article written by Todd Spangler. It says, Joe Budden is launching a true crime podcast with Wolf Entertainment, Advanced Local and Headline Studio. Now, if y'all don't know who Joe Budden is, he is a hip-hop artist first, because that's how I was introduced to him. Focus, pump it up. He's now a podcaster, and he's stepping into the true crime storytelling. But overall, Joe Budden is a businessman. Now, the article reads, I'm not reading the whole thing. I'm going to be jumping around. I'll keep the link to the article in my description if you are on YouTube. So it says, Joe Budden, widely followed independent podcaster and cultural commentator, is launching his first foray into true crime storytelling. Joe Budden, host of the Joe Budden podcast, is gearing up for the debut of Crime in America in partnership with Wolf Entertainment, producer of TV franchises including Law & Order and the One Chicago series on NBC, and the news publisher Advanced Local and its Headline Studio. It says, the Budden-hosted weekly true crime video podcast is slated to premiere Tuesday, August 11th across major podcast platforms. Crime in America is the first series from Prime Crime Productions, a new crime and news venture set up by Budden and longtime business partner Ian Schwartzman. Each episode will spotlight a case that is developing or beginning to break nationally. The format allows the series to surface local cases early, follow developments week to week, and revisit stories as they evolve. Budden will be joined by advanced local journalists to delve into what happened, why it matters, and where the story may go next. If you want to continue to read the article, it's not super long, but it's long enough. And I don't need to go into details. What I want to talk about is, first, Candid, why are you bringing this to my attention? This is not even a documentary. Well, not in the sense of you watching it for 45 minutes or it's like a docu-series. It is a video podcast, but a documentary is pretty much nonfiction. And it's telling the story and it's documenting what is going on with a real life event. So technically it is an audio documentary. I love this because one is something different. Normally, I will learn about something that happened like maternal instincts. That happened years ago. I didn't even see that in the headlines, but I learned about that case watching the documentary. This was years later after it happened. Joe's taking the perspective of new and developing crimes and following it week by week. I think that's I don't call it genius, but for me it's different. You know, maybe there's a bunch of other podcasts that do that. I don't really listen to podcasts. I watch the Joe Budden podcast. So I'm going to be tuning in to see what the layout is, how it's structured, what's the first story going to be about. True crime is big. It is one of my least favorite genres when it comes to documentaries. But I support Joe. Not personally, let me not say that. From a distance, being a viewer supporter, I've seen him from being on the Vines and just seeing his growth to who he's become now and seeing him accomplish all his business goals. So I love it. And there's more people getting into this true crime space. We know Shaq just got into that. I'm gonna be talking about that in a different video. But true crime, I guess, is a big thing. People watch it the most. I'm not with all the murder, bloodbaths, and all the craziness, but I do dabble, and I will give this one a fair chance to watch. And if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. But make sure you check it out. August 11th. It is a video podcast, so just Google it and you'll find out where it's at. But let me know how you feel about people entering the true crime space. I'm talking about like major people now that's like, I'm gonna develop my own true crime series, my own true crime documentary franchise. How do you feel about that? All right, until next time, I'm Candid. Make sure you support by hitting that subscribe button. Blessings up.